Yeah, my grandma, Selma Moffie, is my father's mother. She's always just been, kind of the life of party type character woman. And it's funny. We were talking about, she's always the most excited one in the room. And the biggest thing about her, she's so fit. Works out every day, 2 hours. She's coming up on her 80s and just doesn't look a day over 60. So she's really an incredible woman.
And as with that said, stuff like breast cancer, something like this, you hear stories where it's just like it happens to all the people that you would least expect, kind of a thing. Not that you want that on anybody, but just like you said, a fit person, life of the party, very proactive with their family. But what was your family's reaction when you first heard the news that either she was ongoing treatments or had it or currently fighting it? What was your reaction as a family, and what was your reaction personally?
Well, actually, it was interesting in my case. She didn't want anyone to know. My dad knew and kind of kept it from our family, and I didn't know. I was definitely younger at the time, but I didn't find out until after she had beat her first bout with cancer that she actually had it. And I think the first thing that came to my mind is, if there's one person that's going to beat it, it's going to be her, with just how strong she is and just a fighter. So it's pretty unbelievable. And that was my first comment. If someone's going to beat it, I'm not surprised it was her.
And how eye-opening was that to you? Because that is your grandmother, and as you said, it seems like she has a pretty fun-loving atmosphere, and she brings life to the party. So the thought of her having to go through this horrible ordeal, I'm sure, kind of woke everybody up a little bit.
Yeah, I just think it's a real test of her character. She didn't want anyone to know. She didn't want anyone to worry about her. It's almost like she knew, she was going to get through it, and everything's going to be fine. It wasn't even worth, letting everyone else know, because it wasn't even an issue. She was going to get through it, and that's just kind of, how she is.
Now you mentioned that was her first bout, and we talked a little off the camera that she had to go through several bouts to get rid of this.
A couple more since.
Yeah, and how is that? You came out of it the first time around just like, oh wow, she did what? She overcame what? Now that she's had to fight it again and again, and I'm sure the family has had a more active role in knowing this. What has that done for you? How has that impacted you?
Yeah, absolutely. You're just kind of thinking about her, and you kind of send her love and prayers, and just kind of hoping for the best. But like I said, with her, it's not even in question. She's going to come out on top.
Now moving forward, Pink in the Rink is a great showcase for the Stingrays organization. It's just only a couple of weekends away, and the guys wear pink jerseys like you're wearing right now. You're going to skate on pink ice. We're going to have survivors here in the building, people to share their story, and we certainly want to know your grandmother's story. But from you personally, and having that in the background, how has this maybe changed your outlook on life at all? How has it impacted your game on the ice? How does this hit home to you when it comes to playing hockey?
Yeah, I always try to keep an objective view on life. It's one of those things where we've lost a couple games in a row, and you're not playing well or something like that, and you're down in the dumps, and you're just gotta be perspective where you are and what other people are going through, especially in other countries and definitely people in this country, fighting terrible diseases every day. Just kind of being realistic with what's going on in your life.
Do you find your grandma is more open about sharing her story with you now? Because certainly, as you mentioned, you overcome adversity. Yeah, you may not have had a good game, or you're coming off a tough stretch of injuries, or just pucks aren't bouncing the way you want. And you talk with her. Does that kind of uplift your spirits a little bit?
With her, it's never about her. It's always about us and the kids in our family. So it's always great to talk to her. She's always so proud. I don't even know if she knows what the East Coast Hockey League is or what it's all about, but she just she's just so proud of all the kids in our family. And it's really great to always talk to her.
In a game like Pink in the Rink, obviously, 2 points are at stake for the Stingrays on the hockey side of things. But what does a game like this mean to you? And certainly you probably see a fair share of charity games for all different kinds of causes. But for you personally, it has to have a little bit more of a special meaning for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And whenever I can kind of get out there and devote a game to her, it's always a special thing. But either if someone's going through cancer or going through tough times, whatever, you can come to a Stingrays game, and we can just kind of take your mind off what you got going on in life for 2 hours. Whether it's a fight or a couple of goals or whatever, to get you out of your seat and just kind of get some entertainment in your life and get you away from any of your problems you have at home. That's always a great thing for us to do.
Do you feel like this game, is it going to give you extra butterflies, or is it going to give you a little bit more to play for, in the behind the scenes, money on the board, I guess you could say, in terms of the impact this game has? Because for the Charleston community, when you get people in here that they might not understand the game of hockey, they might not understand who's fighting and who's playing, but they do understand that the game's for a great cause and for a great reason. Do you feel like that message you can help spread a little bit better just with your experiences?
Yeah, absolutely. Whether it's a pack the house night or autism awareness night, those are big games for us. And we know there's gonna be extra people in the building and more people in the community, and we feel the energy. When we go up and we're winning, and it kind of brings the crowd together, and just a real great sense of community, especially in this building. So it's a lot of fun when we can get things going here and get a win for the hometown crowd.
And how's your grandma doing now?
She's doing great. Just great spirits. Playing golf, playing 9 holes every day. She's doing great.